We've got a connection this morning. Ooh. Oh, here we go. Good morning, everyone. Hello. Hello. We have got sound. And we have got connection. Good morning, my darlings. Well, happy Wednesday morning, my lovelies. It's 9:41 a.m. We are about to start the ironing. Oh my goodness me. You know what's happening. You've come here for the best entertainment in town. You can't get your mind round the fact that you're going to be watching nearly 6 hours worth of ironing. You lucky people. Oh, GT. Ah, you are, my darling. Yes. Good morning, GT. You know where the action is. You've come for the ironing, haven't you? Well, his lordship, the Great Triangle, is outside having fun in the garden while we've got the weather. Oh my goodness me, the weather last night was awful. I've never seen it hammer down as much. Hello, Carol. Hello, lovely. How are you today? Hope you're having an excellent day, Carol. Here's to Wednesday and all that it may bring. We are going to be hanging up behind me laundry, except I've opened the wrong bag. Oh, jolly hopper sticks. Not to worry, everybody. Never deterred. Here we are going into bag number 2. And what do we have in bag number 2? Why, what a surprise. We've got clothing. Yes. I will try to refrain from doing When Harry Met Sally. Yes. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling better, Carol. Well, not one to brag, but I think I might just be getting over the flu that I got on the 14th of December. Why is Monty on the beer again? I don't know. I think he thinks he can do anything he wants around it. I think he's got a problem. I think we're going to have to take him to the CAA, the Cats Alcoholic Anonymous. Yeah. You know you're okay when you're in the CAA. The Cats Alcoholic Anonymous. I do believe our Monty has got a problem and we need to address this head on. I'm going to take his driver's license off him and hide the car keys. Right, let's press the button. Yes, what's the difference between me and Donald Trump? I press buttons and don't blow things up. Touch wood. There, better. Well, my darlings, I hope you're having a wonderful start to the day. Talk later. Look after yourself. Love from Carol. Oh, thank you, Carol. You are a shining light in the depths of darkness. Thank you for calling, my darling. Well, my lovelies, what are we going to get up to today? 355 subs and 999 hours, or did I misread that I got 578 hours? Oh, thank you, Carol. You make me happy too. No, I think you've got 999. You are 1 hour away from your first 1,000 and I am proud of you. Let's get you tipped over that hour. You'll do it today. We have got such a long day ahead of us, at least 6 hours. So I hope you will join me for most of them. But I do realise that you have other things to do as well. So do pop in from time to time and do say hello. And we'll find out how we're going weaning Monty off the booze. I think the thing is, right, that box has been there over Christmas and there must be something on the packaging that is driving him wild. Because he cannot help but rub his little chubby chops all over it. Dad says he keeps finding his whiskers on the corners of the box. So he's obviously got an itch that he needs to scratch. And he's using the beer box to do it with. Either that or he's sneakily coming downstairs and helping himself to gobbling beer. Other beers are available, but he hasn't decided to try and drink those yet. I could, but my setup gear isn't behaving like it's supposed to. Oh, hon, why is it when we're on the cusp of greatness, something comes along and says, not today. Today's not your day. Did you see that? No, that hasn't come up on my stream. Don't worry, I'll find it. I was busy yesterday working on the new business. Just after I'd finished doing the ironing, I took the opportunity that I had a rare afternoon, and I've been getting things sorted for the setup of the new business. My goodness me, honestly, this year, right, my feet haven't touched the ground. I've been going at warp speed, Mr. Zulu. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. Or it's business, Jim, but not as we know it. Honestly, my feet have not touched the ground since I've been back at work. And today is day 7 of me being back at work in the new year. And I swear to holy God, I have not stopped. I have been on warp speed. We are getting closer to our goal of setting up the new business, and boy oh boy, is it all consuming. You know, I once compared starting a business to giving birth, right? It's a brand new baby. It wants your attention. It craves your attention. It is an all-consuming morning, noon and night, and that's before you get any return on your investment. Yeah, honestly, it's hard, right? Your first year setting up a brand new business is the hardest year you will ever have. It's your most all-consuming year, and a lot of the time you're going to feel as though you're getting nowhere. Probably not being paid. So that's fun. Honestly, your first year, you'll be lucky if you break even, right? Don't think you're going to be making a wage. Everything that you do has to be cost analysis benefit. What is it going to bring to the table, right? I tell you, you'll be lucky to pay your mortgage and put food on the table and keep the flipping lights on in your house. Good luck, but you can do this. You're talking to the girl that's done this several times and has come back wearing the t-shirt. She's probably ironed it at some point as well. So that's what I've been up to these last few days. Yeah. It's an incredibly exciting time to be alive. The creation of a new business. My goodness me. Well done, anyone that has taken the time to launch themselves into infinity and beyond this year. My God, you're doing an amazing thing. Keep going. You're going to do it. You'll be fine. Right? I've always said, in the middle of a global recession or any kind of recession or even a depression, if you can get your business up and running and keep it going, my goodness, you deserve to survive. You really do. And if you're ever worried that you're making the right decision, right? Just tell yourself every single day, I am the master of my own destiny, and I answer to nobody. Right? Say those words every single day. You'll be there. You'll be okay. I promise you. You'll be fine. You will be absolutely fine. And also, don't show any fear, because people like confidence, right? They look to you, if you're a captain of industry, as you do have all the answers. You may not have them, but you do not tell them that. You act like you do. Yeah, fake it till you make it, everybody. And also another thing, confidence comes with age, right? And besides, this ain't my first rodeo, and it probably won't be your first rodeo either. So, you know a thing or two about life, right? And one thing I will always say, business is innate. It's within you. It's within your soul, right? You will have entrepreneurs, people that are very good at getting going and keeping going. You cannot learn business from a book. You have to get out there and do it. You can't learn it from a book. You can learn the technicalities, you can learn the legal side of things, but having street smarts, yes, you, my darlings, have got to have your street smarts about you. You can't learn that in a book. You have to learn that at the coalface. You've got to go up to it and say, how are we going to do this? Right? Use your common sense. You are born with it. Use it. You will be fine. Right? And besides, he who pays says. And if you're paying for it, you're saying how it happens. And you'll be all right. You will. The trick is not to show people when you're a bit worried and a bit frightened. And you'll be all right, I promise you. However, my sage advice for today, the 31st of January might not mean a lot to some people, but to ones that are in business, it means something. You know what's coming. It comes every January on the 31st. You have to do it. And if you can't manage it this year, you have to make a difficult phone call or send an email. Make sure you've got a paper trail in your favour. Right? You understand what I'm telling you to do. If you can't pay on the 31st of January, you need to make that phone call or that email now and agree some kind of plan. Yeah? Otherwise, you will have them crawling all over you. You do not want that. So if you can't pay it, you've got to hold up your hands and say so. You have to make that phone call. Make a payment plan. Otherwise, the fines will rack up and you will get a knock on your door. You do not want that. It's going to be hard for some of you to make that phone call. And also, and this is the hardest thing I will ever say to any of you, if there are other things that you are obligated to do that you cannot do, then you need to take a long, hard look at your situation and salvage what you can. And if that means you have to shut something down, then you do it. There's no shame in walking away with a shirt on your back and a roof over your head. Your family will thank you for it. You can always start again. I have. And it doesn't matter. There are going to be people, yes, I know, they're going to stand there and laugh and say, oh, you can't manage it. Oh dear. Oh, ha ha. No, just block that out of your head, right? Because they didn't have the balls to do what you did, right? They didn't have the guts to stand where you're standing and give it a go. And they don't have what it takes to stop it all and start again. And you know something? Those people never will. Those people that laugh and point and call you the biggest joke, they haven't got a tenth of what you have, right? You're made of solid steel and you can stand on your feet. You can dust yourself down, and you know what? You can come back stronger and harder and better second time round, right? Just because something didn't work the first time, fine. It's an experience. Just knowing this, right? Walk away with your head held high, knowing something. You have learned so much from that experience, right? You did. Not only have you learned from that experience, you know not what to do next time, and you know what to do better next time, right? And you know what will really, really rankle them? The ones that are all laughing right now, the ones that are all a bunch of losers because they've never had the guts to do what you did. Yeah? Wipe that smile right off their face by coming back stronger and harder second time round. Everybody loves when you fail, and everybody hates you when you succeed. I know, I've been there. And there is nothing so satisfying as being a success the second time round. Sure, yeah, I know, you wanted it the first time round, but sometimes, my darling, sometimes life ain't like that. Sometimes life is what it is. As much as we fight against it, listen, the universe is telling you something. The universe is saying, this is not the right path. You shouldn't be on this. You should be doing something else. So the universe will teach you a lesson or two. And it'll say, right, well, maybe if you'd listened to me the first time round, we won't be here. It's a bit like having a mother, is the universe. If you'd have done it the way I told you to the first time, you wouldn't be in the situation now. Well, that's very true. However, sometimes we need to do that all-important life lesson so that we know what to do the second time round. It's called experience, and believe me, you can't learn that in a book. You have to just go out there and live it. But I tell you what, oh my goodness me, will you learn a lesson or two from that School of Hard Knocks? And the most important thing you will do is you will carry that forward, and you'll know there is an easier and better way to do it next time round, right? Just remember, there's the easy way, there's the hard way, and then there's your way. And sometimes your way can be harder than the other two combined. Just saying. But always watch, always listen. There is somebody out there that is going to be able to help you. Just sometimes you have to find the lesson the hard way. I know I did. I'll say something. Out of all the things that I've experienced, the hardest thing was losing almost everything I have, right? Including my husband, by him having a heart attack 10 years ago this year. And that was a massive wake-up call for me, to the point of it made me change direction. It made me realize that I couldn't continue on the path that I was on because it wasn't sustainable. Henceforth, why we are where we are right now, at this very moment in time, talking to you guys, I am imparting on you the life experiences that I've had to go through, in the hope that you're listening, and maybe, just maybe, you don't go and make the same ones. It's really tough out there. And anyone that's starting a business or having to make the ultimate, I have to end this business, I salute you for having had the guts to give it a go. And you're not on your own, right? You're not alone. And like I say, you will always have the naysayers and the people that are laughing at you. And it's usually a family member, which is the worst and hardest bit about it. It's never a stranger, it's always somebody you know. But you've got something in you that they don't have in them. And that's the ability to bounce back. And to come back better than you were the first time round. And you can do that. And I know sometimes it's the smacking the floor and then picking yourself up off that floor after you've smacked it, and it hurts. I know it does. But you know something, it hurts even more if you don't listen and you continue on that path that you're on, right? So, you know, if you're in a situation, basically, if you're in a bad situation this January on the 31st, you know you can't pay it, and you know you're struggling to meet all your other obligations as well, there is no harm in going and talking to a solicitor who has the powers to help you to wind something up. Trust me, once you've got that weight off your shoulders, you're not going to have a heart attack. Your partner probably won't have a heart attack. Hopefully, do it before, you know, take a good look at me. You don't want to be sat by the bedside of your partner holding their hand, praying to God that they're going to take another breath because they've just had a massive heart attack because of all the stress and strain they've been under. Perhaps wind something up, and just remember, as one door closes, another one will open, and it will be better than what you've just had to leave behind. You know, Einstein once said, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. Likewise, when the universe speaks, you must listen. And if it's glaringly obvious that you're not going to be able to make your obligations, not now, not in 6 months, not in 12 months, make that phone call. Release yourself from the problems that you find in front of you, because trust me on this, if an insolvency practitioner is taking a look at the books and they can't find a way forward, right, because you can't you're not financially viable, right? If you are not financially viable, it doesn't matter if you're financially viable now or in 12 months. If you can't get to that point 12 months later, you're not going to do it. You're not going to get there. It's time to say, I can't. This has to stop. It will then release you to be able to go on to do the things that you can do and do better, right? And another massive piece of advice I'm going to give you is never borrow money to throw at a failing business. You've only borrowed more money that you can't pay back. You'll be in the same situation in 12 months' time, and you'll owe a heck of a lot more. Right? Only borrow money to make more money. You understand? You invest money to make money. You don't throw money at a failing business, because it's just not. It's insanity. Right, well, that's my advice for today regarding business. And I know I've probably said a whole lot right there. But I hope if somebody's struggling and they're looking at things like that and they're thinking to themselves, gee, I can't go on doing what I'm doing because it's just not getting any better. I hope that little bit of advice has been good for you. Right? The hardest bit is telling your partner. That's the hardest bit. But you know something? If your partner is a loving partner, they'll understand. They'll probably be telling you, thank God you've done this. Or you might be like me, and you know, you're getting ready to start a new one. Yeah, I know, right? I know, we're teetering on the edge of World War III. The biggest financial crash the world has ever seen. And this mad woman has said, it's all right. If I can see off a global recession, see off a pandemic, see off World War III, damn it, my business deserves to survive. Just another day. Let's call it Wednesday. Quarter past 10. Gosh. Quarter past 10 in the morning. And we are through the clothing that is in the bag. So I've just got to get the clothing that's behind me. And then a bunch of bedding. And we're sorted. And that's the first customer of the day done. I like organisation. I like dealing with things. I like helping people. More than anything in the world, my favourite thing is helping people and supporting people. Speaking of which, tonight is Alan Aspinall's Ghost Tour night. Yes, it's Wednesday. And if you are wanting to go, come on, lay flat, that's better. If you're wanting to go on the ghost tour, then you've got to book through TripAdvisor. You've got up to 6:30 tonight. And after that, then it's meet at St. Paul's Underground train station at 7:30 for the ghost walk to start at 8 o'clock. So if you fancy that, if you want a night out in London, you want to go on a ghost tour, then you'll have to book through the TripAdvisor. And as soon as I've got a link to Alan's ghost walk, I will get that up. But don't forget, you need to book through TripAdvisor. Right, I just need to go through my Outlook. Australia, we have the metro train, light rail on working Australia. Pretty good. Oh, in Australia, we have the metro train, light rail on working Australia. Pretty good. Okay. Well, that's interesting, Catriona. So I'm guessing you're an Oz. Or are you an expat living in Oz? Right, that's just bedding in there. Right, we'll worry about that in a minute. Okay. Let's see if we can get that link. We are signing in. It's taking its sweet ass time. Okie dokie. Okay, taking too ass long. Right, well, I can't get into my Google Outlook at the moment. So I'll have to put the link for you, Alan, later on. I'm sorry, lad. I'd love to put it up now. Not to worry. We'll get there. Technology, it's great when it works. We've got a load in the washer. We managed to do the backing up this morning. The dishwasher got emptied and refilled. Monty got taken care of. Beds have been made. And showers have been had. We are organised, ready and prepared to get going on the day. Shirts to do. Well, it's not difficult today. Today's a good day. Today's a day that I can just get my head around everything. Oh, dearie gosh. Yesterday we were creating content for another loop that we're doing for Valentine's Day. Are you excited for Valentine's Day? You should be. Think about all the romantic things that you can go and do with the one you love, that you can get to do every single day, but apparently Valentine's Day is something special. Valentine's Day is the day that you declare your undying love. Well, if you're part of Zomboff, it'll be your undead love. But there we are. We like zombies, don't we? We love them. Yeah, zombies is probably up there with ghosts, vampires, werewolves, and hairy spiders of my favorite horror tropes. Yeah. I like the macabre, I like the unusual, I like the downright bonkers. I love a horror story that you'd never know quite where it's going, but heck, you're just on the crazy train now, so you might as well hang on, buy the ticket and ride it to the end. I get that feeling an awful lot with books that I'm reading, especially I've been putting off going back to reading it, but it's the Stephen King book, Holly. I'm halfway through the book. It's really, really good, but my gosh, is it violent? It's terrifying. Octogenarian serial killers with a penchant for eating their victims. And putting the remains through the wood chipper and then mulching the garden. Well, yeah, that's pretty much the entire book in a nutshell. It's well worth a read if you like that kind of thing. It's a lot to take in one sitting. Sometimes it's just easier to read it in segments, and then knowing that you can put the book down and go and do something else and digest the very stuff that you've just read. It can be a lot to read, utterly terrifying. Oh. If you are disturbed easily, perhaps Stephen King's not for you. But I will get to the end of that book eventually. It's a marathon, not a sprint, that one. Keeping an eye out. I'm looking for Space Nut. I've not spoken to him for a couple of days, and I'm a bit worried about him. He's usually around, but he hasn't been recently. So I'm hoping he's all right. My poor man, wherever you are, I hope everything's all right. He's probably really, really busy. Probably working somewhere. I don't know quite where, but he'll be somewhere around. The biggest problem we've got with this are the size of the hangers. I'm not a fan of wooden hangers. I'm certainly not a fan of them being in my car. They're heavy. They add extra unnecessary weight to the vehicles that we're in. Try telling that to the customer. They're either wantonly deaf or willingly deaf. Any road. Hopefully Space Nut will make an appearance at some point and let me know that he's okay. So I do worry about him. And hopefully Alan will turn up at some point as well today. I don't know. I don't know where they are. I've not seen any moderators today. Excuse me, while I go sort something. I have just let Monty in. Oh, that's better. There we are. Well, good morning, everyone. Gosh, 10:30. It's about an hour since we started. And we're doing all right. Are you all looking forward to Valentine's Day? Are you all looking forward to spring? Yeah, who's had enough of winter? Absolutely. You're ready for spring, aren't you? Excuse me. Gosh, full of cold. Better? Yes, much better. I have a friend of mine that's off to Thailand today. Off for his holidays. He's off for a month. Bless him. Gosh, I hope he has the best time. Hello, Monty. Hello. Are you down here because you want to mooch or because you want to go back outside? You're going to have a bit of a warm, I think, before we go out again because it's a bit chilly out there, isn't it? You're going to have a warm upstairs in your bed? Or is it, I have to go out, Mother? We have to go out now. What is it? You're looking at me as if to say, well, Mum, you should have the answers. Oh, my fluffy boy. You are. You're so pretty. You're so handsome. You are such a handsome boy. Do you know, it's almost a year since he had his little accident, isn't it? When you broke your tooth. Yeah, Mother's Day last year. Oh my goodness, and he had that little green leg warmer on his leg. And you'd only just gone one. And you lost your tooth. The whole tooth and nothing but the tooth. You can't handle the tooth. You're quite right, mate. We couldn't. It has to come out. Are you hiding under the chair? Have you gone camera shy? That's not like you. You're normally, ooh, camera. Mum, Mum's got the camera out. I must act cute. Hello. Hi. Hello, baby boy. What is it? What is it, my darling? Hello, gorgeous. You're my baby. You are. You're my little man. What is it, darling? Are you waiting for Mama? Or why don't you go upstairs and have a nice warm? Hey, why don't you go upstairs and have a nice warm in your lovely clean bed? Are you waiting for me? Well, I think you've already been out and you've had a snack. So I think it's time for a bit of indoors. Yeah? Maybe go out in about an hour when we've warmed our paws up. It's very difficult sometimes with Monty. Because he thinks that I am his personal door slave. Don't you? The feeding woman. Hey? Who's a good boy anyway? You are. Do I love you? Of course I do. I worship the very ground you walk on. You're my little boy. He's got me wrapped round his paw. Haven't you? He really is the most wonderful lad. What? What is it, my little gargoyle? Yeah? Oi! Don't you go sauntering off. You know where you are. Yeah, you. I'm not going upstairs just yet. I'm working. Honestly, having a Monty is probably one of the hardest things in the universe because you want everything your way. Yes, you do. And as much as I love him, and I do, I adore him, I can't always break off when I'm in the middle of something. So you just warm your paws and in about an hour I'll let you out. Alright, and then you can have a bit more of a run round outside. You know, it was braying at the door earlier to come in, have something to eat and warm up, and now he's had all that, he thinks, oh, 5 minutes later, I can go outside again. No, sunshine. You've got to be indoors for a bit to warm them paws up. I don't know. They're like having little kids, aren't they? They're like toddlers. But he has only just turned 2. 6 more to do after this. Sometimes I need to pay a bit more attention to where my fingernails and thumbnails are going. Nearly tore that one off. Not a good move, if you know what I mean. Yes, Mr. Monty. You can just, all right, you're staying there. Right, that's a good boy. Warm your toes down here before you go out again. Yeah? Like I say, it's like dealing with a toddler. You do know it's pouring down right now, don't you? And that wasn't very good. Or maybe you just want to keep company with your mama. Yeah? I don't mind. I'm going to sit there, listen to mummy. He's a big lad. To say this one is the size of a dog. Henceforth, why he sleeps in a dog bed. He also fetches things, pants like a dog. And I think he'd like to bark if he could. You know, be more Monty. Be more Monty, yeah. Yeah, like you. Well, to everyone that's getting to go to see The Bone Collector at the cinemas tonight, well done. I hope you have a wonderful evening at the movies, going to see Alex Garland and Danny Boyle's second instalment of 28 Years Later. I got my tickets last night, but I don't get to see it until Saturday at 1:30 in the afternoon. So, yay! Get me! I get to go to the movies! My husband is taking me. It's not his favourite franchise. He finds it incredibly boring. He hates zombie movies, but his love for me is such that he will want to be in my presence. And we're going to go and watch it anyway. But as I've always said to him, there are lots of things that I do for him that I don't enjoy particularly, but I recognise that he enjoys it, and therefore I will go out and do and endure. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, sometimes when you coughed for a very long time, your insides can be a bit tender. It's raining, Monty. Stop being a pain and go and sit in your bed if you're going to be a mark. I know when he's upset. He goes upstairs and we have French oak flooring upstairs, which is solid wooden flooring, and he stomps and I can hear him. It sounds like he's coming through the ceiling. He's a funny one. There's something very therapeutic, isn't there, about watching somebody do the ironing and finding out that life can slow down. I love it when life slows down. And you can take a step back and do a breather. To be honest, that hasn't been the case for me these past few days. Even though I'm ironing, it looks therapeutic, doesn't it? Very physically demanding. I promised Monty by 11:30 I'll go up and I'll let him out if it's stopped raining. If it stopped raining, young man. 10:55 and we're doing very, very well. We've been ironing for 74 minutes. Oh, sorry, 75 minutes. Oh, he's here. It's okay, poking clear my side. Look, Space Nut. Hey, where have you been? Mate, I have been worried about you. Oh, good Lord, I thought somebody had run off with you. Jeez, don't do that to me. My heart can't take it. I was worried about you. Oh, bless you. I'm glad you're all right. That is my only... Did you think? Yes, I did. There was no you. There was no voodoo. There was no one I was a bit like, well, where's everybody gone? Honestly, I thought the great haggis apocalypse had happened. I thought the tangerine dream had got you. I thought Seamus Mac Guevara, the fearsome haggis of Scotland, had eaten you. I'm really, really glad you're okay. Thank God you're here. Going solo is scary. I'm kind of relieved that you've made radio contact anyway. Well, I'm hoping everything's all right. That's all. My eldest went to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa the other day, and I missed her phone call. Well, it's not like you. I normally, I know when I just thought you'd been poorly. Or something had happened to the family. So anyway, yeah, my eldest on Monday was up and having a guided tour of the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and I missed her phone call. Oh, I'm gutted. Anyway, I told her to take plenty of photos. I hope she did. And did some video. And yesterday she was in Florence. I know, right? There's no such thing as a poor student these days. But it is my eldest, and she's the one that's at work. So she's the one that's the nurse. I don't know where she is today. She's somewhere in Italy. She's probably having an adventure. I'll be back in a moment. I can hear Monty is really, really bashing his head against the door. So I'm going to let the silly sod out. Come on, Monty. Yes, I know. You want to go out, that's fine. Come on. Yes. Come on then. when your cat decides to run at the door and batter it until you let him out, and you don't have a right lot of choice in the matter, you just got to let him go. Otherwise he's going to go through the window and cause himself an injury and cause you to have to call out the door people to fix it. I've just got some bedding to do for this customer when I finish these t-shirts, and like I said before, that'll be the end of this customer. I'm moving on to the second. I've got 3 to get through today. No small feet. They're all full to the tippy top with adult laundry. Oh dear. There we go. Well, I'll let you get back to what you need to get sorted for other people, Space Nut. Hello, Carol. Hello, my love. I was hoping to talk to you and go over the plan for the first 4 months of this year. And if you've got some time later on, that would be great. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, Carol. Right, well, do you have time now? Because I can end this stream and we can just have a little chat and then I'll go back to doing streaming. Okay. Right, everyone, I shall see you all in a bit.
See you in a bit, Carol.